Hello, I'm Dwaine, and thank you for stopping by to watch this interview. These interviews are brought to you by InnerBalanceHypnotherapy.com, where magic is made real, and the Raw Truth Tours, where Kelly and I travel the world with the Raw Truth Tour, Awakening God Consciousness in You. This is about you awakening to something that was kept from you for a long time. So stop by either one of the two sites and get yourself acquainted. And now we'll begin. Well, hello, Rayray.
Hello, Dwayne.
How are you?
I'm great, and you?
I'm good. I'm good, yes. So,
Good.
you had the experience of going to our first event with the Raw Truth Tour, Awakening God Consciousness, and
Yes.
and that's been how long now? Probably a couple of months, 3 months, 4 months now.
Yeah, so it was in July, right?
July, yes, yes.
Um,
Yeah, now it's October, right?
mhm.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so, what did, from the experience you had there, have you found that it's long lasting?
It is, yes. Yes, I have. Um, Basically, I don't know where to start, but it's life changing, definitely. From the moment walking out of there, um, everything has just, everything has shifted, everything has changed, everything has. For the better, of course.
Oh,
For the
good.
better, of
Yeah,
course.
I
Yeah.
was waiting for that part. Yeah, yeah, good.
Right? No, yeah. I mean, if you really want me to just go into it, like just to give you
Sure.
how it was for me. Okay, so basically, before like I'm an introvert as it is, more shy,
Hmm.
more, don't really like to be out in the open. But going in there, it has boosted my confidence. I'm able to, flow a little bit more with people. As before, I would just write things, just to get things out, I would write stuff. And that would be how I would share and communicate. But now I can actually go out and talk to people and, not feel weird,
Uh-huh.
because I would feel weird before, like I didn't really relate to anybody.
Right. Yeah.
Um, I think like the thing for me is that I've always felt something inside of me and I've always noticed things, but I was more quiet because every time I would say something, I would be looked at like, did you really just say that? Or, just weird. Like I was called weird. I was an outcast.
Yeah. Yeah.
So um, I'm 34 now. So for most of my childhood and my teen and adulthood, I've just been really quiet, really introvert, and don't really put myself out there. Like I said, just writing maybe some poetry here and there, but never really verbally expressing myself. And when I went to the tour, like, just that activation, just that taking out the critic, it totally, it's like, I'm totally like, people are like, whoa, who
Well,
are you? I'm like, well, I'm actually me now.
actually, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so it has just been amazing. It has opened so many doors. I mean, I don't even know where to start. It's been amazing.
Well, that's wonderful to hear. I'm glad that this has happened for you, and I just wanted to share with you that you were in a room with a bunch of people that the same thing they felt, basically. And that's the wonder of this tour is that we bring people that were outcasts in and say, you know, you were never an outcast, really. You were actually a bloody genius, right?
Mm-hmm.
And and that this this way that you know, we what we had to go through in this system was to be segregated out. You know what I mean? Because we weren't acceptable in the systems, basically. But
Right.
you know, the amount of us that are out there that that was done to, and then when we start to find out that this is every one of these us uh, really have our own truths, have our own abilities, have our own things that were never cultivated and never no one ever taught us how to do that, how to express ourselves in that way. And it's so nice when we come into a event like this and
Yeah.
we're surrounded by people just like us.
Right.
What was it like
Yeah.
for you to look into the eyes of someone else and see the God within them?
It it was just home. it it was just there's no words for it. There's no words for me to explain on how it felt. You know, it just felt home. It just felt normal to
Yeah.
me. And to see other people doing the same thing, it just I felt home.
Hmm.
I felt like, okay, this is what I felt since I was a kid. This is how it is, you know?
Yeah. It's certainly the way it ought to be, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's yeah, it definitely the best word is home.
Home. Yes.
Mm.
Yeah. And and what was it like for you to step into the goddess?
Powerful. Um Again, there's not words for it. It's just powerful. Just oh my God, just like a breakthrough. You know, because I felt all this weight on me, you know, like
Uh-huh.
I had to be quiet. And I just, if I talked out or if I said something, I just didn't feel at place. I didn't feel like anybody understood me or they misunderstood me, you know,
Uh-huh.
and to bring myself out and step out, you know, it's like, um, it was amazing for me because there was other people stepping out too. And it wasn't like, I had to be scared anymore, you know, like, you know, didn't have to go back in again.
Hmm.
And I think
Hmm.
that's the thing for me is I always felt like it's within. But the thing for me is I never knew how to bring it out because every time I tried to bring myself out, I got shut down,
By your critic?
you know, by my critic and mainly the critic because how everybody else would respond to me.
Hmm.
I truly felt like a weirdo.
Yeah. What and what was it like to find out you're not a deerdo?
I mean, for me, it was emotional. It's life changing. It just truly is. It's like I can breathe. You
Yeah.
know, I breathe like I'm living again on purpose. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
on purpose. Like I have my purpose, and now I can live my purpose.
Yes.
That makes sense.
Yes, it does. It does to me because I'm living my purpose, right?
Yeah.
And I know what you mean because I've gone through the same things. I've gone through the same things. I had to learn that this voice inside of me, this critic, was keeping me from everything. It kept squelching me
Yeah.
on everything that I wanted to do. So I created ways to get rid of the critic and get it out of the head. And then once you get it out of the head, then then you can truly step into your true nature or home, which is also the God, the goddess within. Just step in and become that. And it's in each and every one of us. Um, this is actually an evolutionary process that was held back from us. And that's what the critic
Mm.
does, is ensures that that continues to be held back.
Oh
Now,
yeah, and it sure did.
yeah, and look at you go now.
I know. Yeah, yeah. It is. It's amazing, you know, just being like it's truly being myself, you
Yeah.
know, because before I would I'd always have that I get it that inspiration that okay, I you know, I have that feeling like, oh my God, there's something I can do here, there's something that I can birth here. And then right away I'd get that shut down. I'd get
Hmm.
that, oh my God, but if you do that, remember what happened last time, or
Oh
you know,
yeah,
people are
yeah,
gonna it was that critic. It's that,
yeah. It's
you
that
know,
critic. Yeah,
who the hell do you think you are? Who, you know, like that. Okay,
yeah,
never mind.
yeah.
So
And now with it gone, and you hear the loving voice inside of you that says, "I believe in you." That I, yeah,
yeah, and the main thing is this is what I'm here to do.
yeah.
So there's nothing really when I feel like I'm gonna do something now or I get that inspiration, I just do it.
Hmm.
And when I want to say something or write something and I don't hesitate anymore, should I share this? Am I going to be shut down? You know, now I just do it.
Good.
And I don't, you know, really, like, before I would have that, like I was living to please others,
Yeah.
you know, kind of like a chameleon, like a mimic. I would mimic others because I didn't know who I was. I mean, and I did know who I was inside, but I just knew if I just remember the reactions from before, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah. And now that you know who you is, yeah,
just just flying
you've had some
pretty
pretty
much.
powerful experiences afterwards as well. Eh? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes. Yeah, there's a lot. Yeah, there's a lot that I've been experiencing. You know, I don't know how much you want to get into this, but there's other things too, you know, like I had certain abilities when I was a child
Yeah.
that if I talked about, oof, you know, that you don't talk about stuff like that, you know, you don't that's your imagination and
That's how the program is set up so that people don't go there, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
But so then you suppress that, but it's like it's still there. And then after you know going to the tour and being there, now it's like intensified. Like I see auras,
Uh-huh.
you know,
Yes.
and I see beings,
Yes.
and I'm okay with it.
Yes.
And, you know, and I just if I see it, you know, I'm not going to be like, oh, it's not there. I'm okay with it, you know.
And you've always seen them. You've seen them as a child, right? Yeah.
Yeah, since I as far back as I can remember. Yeah, it
Hmm.
I, most of them most of them were scary.
Hmm. Hmm.
But I mean, I think that's because that's what I was taught that you
Exactly.
know,
You will reflect what you. Yeah.
yeah.
And now.
And now it's just part of my life now. It's
Mhm.
yeah, it if anything it's nice because my kids they're the same way. And
Yes.
when they come to me, I'm like, yeah, you know, I don't right away, oh no, you're not, you know, don't talk about that or no.
Yeah.
It's you know,
So you can definitely see the hypnotic, what I call the socialized hypnosis that that confines us into this box that says there's
mhm,
nothing there. Don't look. Your
Mm-hmm.
abilities or your imagination, right? Oh, and the imagination, that's a no thing, right? In the box.
Yeah.
Uh, and now we find out it's the porthole. It's the porthole to everything. But that
Mm-hmm.
imagination was shut down at an early age so that we didn't go there. And now that you've made friends with your imagination, I mean, I think you probably always have, you
Mm-hmm.
have, but there's a lot of people out there that think the imagination is a no thing. Really, it opens up all the abilities.
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah. It sure does.
And uh, children that are mm, being not the status quo, they're kind of resisting and fighting that status quo, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're really just, it's the God within resisting going into the box. Do you think that?
I feel that. Yeah. Because that's exact the way you just explained. That's exactly, if I were to put words to the way I felt as a kid, exactly how I felt, like I was being shoved into a box and into something that was, here I am unfolding, and I came in curious and wanting to explore everything that I could, and just, you know, myself unfolding, source experiencing itself right through me a different
Yeah,
way,
yeah,
and right away it's like, no, no, you're gonna do this, you can't do that. you know you can say this, you can't say that. And just right away I was, I guess, I had ADD or something, because apparently that's, I got in trouble a lot at school. I was spaced
hmm
out a lot. I mean, those are the words that everybody was using, but I was like, no, actually,
creating.
I was, yeah, I was creating. I was being myself. I was here to explore
Yeah.
and be different.
hmm
And here I am. No, you can't. You have to be like everybody else. It really is. It was like being shoved in a box.
yeah.
And then I stayed in that box for a long time. And
Did you think that one
oh,
day you could transform so much in one day?
not in one day, I had no idea I was going to fly out like this. you know but it seems like I just, as soon as I got that chance, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
it
And that's all we need, is that chance to come out and actually experience this and fly out of the box. So many of us are ready. So many of us are ready to just come out. And we all know deep inside, that there's something more in us, more than just going to work, paying bills. Each one of us is a dynamic light. We came here to make a difference in this world, too.
yeah.
Uh, how many people have you noticed looking at you now that all of a sudden just,
A lot.
yeah,
A lot. It's different because I can I see them differently anyhow. I've
yeah,
always saw us differently. I've always, when I look at a person, I don't see their personality and their ego. I see that mask, and then I see what's in them.
yes,
And that's how I've always been.
yes,
So now that when they're looking back at me, it's like that is looking back at me.
hmm
So I can go be I'm learning how to do this now, and it's just like natural now. I can go beyond that mask and that personality and go straight to their God goddess.
yeah,
It's an interaction, and people will now, like, at first it was just the stares, right? And I was like, okay, something's going on. this is just more than usual. I mean, all kids, especially from kids and animals, you know, but now it's more of a, they'll come and talk to me.
Yeah.
Or they see me smiling and they'll just be like, you know, hi, you know, and they'll initiate it because then they're curious and then it just opens up from there.
Yeah.
And I've noticed a lot of people.
And they reveal to you their stories, or they reveal to you where they are. And here you are finding yourself in the middle of helping them.
Mm-hmm. I sure do, yeah. That's
Somebody
it.
once said to me, they go, I don't have to advertise anymore. I just walk down the street,
That's that's it right there.
for their business, right? I just walk down the street and people ask me what I'm about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it usually starts with the, I don't know what it is, but there's something about you.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
You
right.
know, and that's what opens it up. It's like, or do I know you? I
Yeah.
get that too. I know you from somewhere.
Yeah.
I'm like, yes, you do.
Yes. And it was a long time ago. Yes.
You're just, we're just reminding each other, you know,
Yeah.
each other.
Of our ancient self,
Mhm.
that part
Yeah,
that has never been born, will never die, has always been.
isness.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so your experience has been life changing by the sound of it. And it's
Yeah.
not that anyone's doing anything besides the tour helps you to give yourself permission to come out,
Yes. Yeah.
in a sense.
That's it.
Few techniques that we teach you, but
Oh, yeah.
it's about it's about people that have been confined, that want to come out, that are ready to come out. Would you agree?
Yes, I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. For those of us who have that creativity inside of us, and it, I mean, oh my God, it's like the way I see it is like just this unbound.
Unbound spirit.
And yeah, it just flow. I call it flow because
Mm-hmm.
that's what before I would be like when I flow, like I'd have to meditate or you know whatever. But now it's just like it's a constant isness. It's like that creativity is just constantly flowing, you know, and
Mm-hmm.
there's no more. I I just am it, you know. I just am
Exactly.
myself.
You,
Yeah, there's no more where I can't be it here or there.
and it's not something you have to practice every day. It's not something that you have to convince yourself of anymore, because the critic's gone. It is you.
It is, yeah, that's
This
it. Just the isness.
it's that This is the part that I so want to share with people, is that there's no everyday meditation you have to do to keep it without the critic. It's you. This is who I am. When it becomes your identity,
Yes.
that aspect, that identity has been kept from us. This natural evolution into God, goddess consciousness. You know?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Rayray.
Thank you, Dwayne. Thank you for everything.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you. And we'll we'll talk to you again soon.
Yes,
Is there
definitely.
is there anything else you want to leave with people?
I mean, do yourself a favor, you know? Do yourself the favor that you've been asking yourself for a long time. You know, stop hiding from yourself. Stop shoving, you know, who you are down and suppressing yourself. You know, that this is the most beautiful gift that I could ever give myself. And without getting emotional, because I feel like it's going to come on, I mean, I that's pretty much it. Just do yourself a favor and come into yourself, you know? Stop hiding.
Mm-hmm.
Just come out. It's okay. We're all here. We're all going to hold space for
Yeah.
one another.
Yeah.
Best gift ever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Thank you, dear.
Thank you.
And we'll talk again soon.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Much love. Bye.
Bye-bye.